position, and he is pulling up, and it's not contact to the head and neck. It's not a safety play. I just think that's a football play, and I think if you take a look at that one again, I think you want to take that back, fellas.
All right, Gene weighing in for us again as we are now inside of a minute left in the quarter. Flacco feels the pressure, gets it out quickly, and then Jonathan Taylor takes a hard hit. Deshaun Elliott making the play for the Steelers.
He's really been a nice pickup for Pittsburgh. You know, we've had him a couple times now, and you see him make him impact plays. He plays down low like a linebacker to allow Fitzpatrick to do what he does in the deep part of the field. He is another really big piece to this defense that's played well.
Could be the final play of the quarter. Remember, Elliott had the pick in his Steelers debut in the Week 1 win in Atlanta. And now this defense looking for one more play. 3rd and 7. Here they come again. Flacco protected this time. Downs. Joe Flacco just surgical. They pick up 25, and that's going to take us to the end of the quarter here in Indy. Flacco now 13 of 20 for a $130 and a touchdown. But the Steelers showing life. 7-point game on CBS.
Did you just pay with PayPal?
Yeah, and the cashback's wild.
Are you guys feeling this? I want to pay with you everywhere.
You get 5% cash back on any category you choose.
Really?
Every single month.
And even more when I shop online? I want to pay with...
$5.99, loaded with your choice of 2 full-size favorites, plus fries and a drink, all for just $5.99. Hardee's, goodness in the making.
Attacks against Attorney General
Original made from scratch biscuits. And now mix and match 2 handcrafted breakfast biscuits, just $5. Find the best deals on the Hardee's app.
Lucas Oil Stadium, downtown Indianapolis. And we got a good one coming up here, shaping up here. Final 15 minutes, 17-10 Indianapolis. Joe Flacco, Arch, on this drive has converted on a 3rd and 7 and a 3rd and 10.
How good is that? The first one, he just rips it, and then just really a well-designed play to take advantage of the rookie nickelback Bishop on a huge 3rd and 7.
Play action. Flacco towards the end zone, and it's incomplete. Looking for A.D. Mitchell. Young 2nd-round rookie out of Texas. Took him with the 52nd overall pick. Hadn't been much of a factor the first 3 weeks, but he has been targeted a bunch. Dante Jackson was there for the Steelers.
Yeah, Jackson has played well. Another one. We just talked about the impact that Elliott has had come into this defense, and now they have a legitimate number 2 corner opposite Joey Porter Jr. on the other side. Tight ends in this offense start to show up inside the 20-yard line.
Flacco going through his reads, and this one is incomplete. Joe Flacco, Mike Tomlin, of course, all their old battles in the AFC North. Flacco all those years with the Ravens. 2 men that don't need any introduction to each other. How does this one end? As they get ready here for a 3rd and 10. A couple of seconds into the 4th quarter. Trey Sermon comes onto the field now for Shane Steichen. He'll be the lone setback next to Flacco, as they will go 3 wide receivers. Flacco protected, steps up over the middle. It's caught. Ogletree, touchdown. Joe Flacco, staring down one of the elite defenses in the sport, puts the Colts up double digits.
Well, there's Ogletree, and the Steelers just lose track of him. So first he chips, and then once he chips, the Steelers, they lose track of him. And again, the tight ends really start to show up in this offense for the Indianapolis Colts. Nobody spots him, and that's an easy one. Another Spiro, 3rd and long on this drive.
Unreal. They complete 2 3rd and 10s and a 3rd and 7 on that drive, and the touchdown coming on a 3rd and 10. It's Ogletree, 14-point Indy lead.
The 3 for Me, only at Chili's, is now available with the all-new Big Smasher Burger. Or you can settle for a drive-thru. Plus, get fries, a drink, and bottomless chips and salsa for just $10.99. See you later, tiny drive-thru burger. This Chili's 3 for Me is the best $10.99 you can eat.
Thursday night football on Prime. It's on.
This week, Tampa Bay meets Atlanta.
A lot of buzz around this one,
as Thursday night football is on. Stream Thursday night football, only on Prime.
Okay, trainees, let's work on our fast and friendly claim service.
Eyes on the phone now.
Look alive, Drew.
Your repairs have been scheduled. Nice.
Yes, you'll get a rental car on site.
Heads up. Oh, I'm gonna turn this down to an 8. My bad.
We can do this all day. Geico claim service is 24/7. Nice catch.
Your claim has been approved. Your claim has been approved.
For savings and service, get more with Geico.
I have a surprise for you.
Oh, yes, please.
Yeah. Feast your eyes on this.
Oh, that's sexy. Feels so new.
I want to feel this feeling again and again.
Well, can I hold it?
How bad do you want to hold it?
I'm not gonna beg, but pretty please.
Don't. Go ahead, press a button.
Oh, it's glowing.
Apple Intelligence. We should do this more often.
Agreed.
Rekindle the feeling of love with the new iPhone 16 Pro on us. And feel it again and again with the latest iPhone every year with AT&T Next Up Anytime.
Alliances, that's how you win games.
So your word got informed.
Jake is a snake. Do not trust him. The normal rules do not apply out here.
Where is strategy going in?
Do you want to get the knife out of my bag?
I'm trying to get the numbers and I cannot. To make more money is going to get me to be more evil.
You lied to everybody.
Manu Bennett hosts The Summit. Premiere sneak peek CBS tonight and streaming on Paramount+.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Chili's 3 for Me. The best $10.99 you can eat. AT&T. Connecting changes everything. And by Geico. Get more with Geico.
What a great scene overseas today. About 900 fans in attendance for the 2nd annual Falchus Steelers Watch Party in Dublin, Ireland, as the NFL's fan base overseas continues to grow. In the scoring drive, 10 plays, 70 yards, just over 3 minutes. Joe Flacco 3 of 3 on that drive on 3rd downs, and he's got the Colts a 14-point lead. Saturday, we've got a college football doubleheader here on CBS. It'll kick off at noon Eastern. Navy and Air Force will get the party started. Then at 3:30, it's big time in Columbus when Iowa takes on that 3rd-ranked Ohio State Buckeyes. It's all coming up Saturday on CBS and streaming on Paramount+. Justin Fields hoping for some of that Buckeye magic here. Had a really good-looking drive last time out. Arch But right back in a 14-point hole here as we play early stages, fourth quarter.
Yeah, I love how he came out and responded after giving up that fumble on that last drive.
Fields begins to the air. Freiermuth brought down right after the catch, just shy of the 33. We had a chance to visit with Fields. He's just so even-keeled. The guy who just rarely gets rattled. How does he operate now under very tough circumstances here on the road, down 2 touchdowns?
Well, it's 2 weeks in a row where he threw an interception. Last week he threw an interception and finished out 7 of 8, 104 yards and a touchdown. And we just saw what happened after giving up the fumble. He was brilliant on this previous drive.
Fields keeps it himself. This will be a first down running more as he slides out across the 40-yard line. It's a run of 7. Arch, take us back. What did you see on that last drive from the Steelers?
It was excellent. They got the explosion that they needed. Scramble drill, keep the eyes downfield, get the ball to George Pickens. Then he gets it out. Najee Harris picks up a nice gain, and then he does it all on his legs. Scramble to get himself in position on the 5-yard line, and then quarterback draw right up the gut for a touchdown. Really well done.
Arthur Smith, first year as the play caller. He's pushed all the right buttons till this point. Can they make some plays here where they need them? Harris in the pass game. Harris on the plus side of the field. Harris breaking free, still on his feet. Harris will check the flag all the way back in the offensive backfield. And now Harris is still down. Took a couple of hard shots.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense number 54. That penalty will be enforced half the distance to the goal. First down.
Boy, they get Odangbo, had the 2 sacks earlier, and now Harris is going to trot to the sideline.
Yeah, more than 2 steps, doesn't hit him hard. Oh, maybe there at the end. Yep.
And boy, this looms large now with Harris potentially being looked at on the sideline. Arch, remember, no Jalen Warren. They've already lost Cordero Patterson in this game to an ankle injury. So in comes Aaron Shamplin, the young man elevated from their practice squad yesterday, getting his first snaps of the season.
Yeah.
Mike Tomlin said he's a Harvard man. We like his football IQ, and now suddenly he's thrust under the microscope.
Yeah, well, it's going to have to be Justin Fields taking over here in the fourth quarter.
Fields looking, goes through his reads, but everyone's covered. So he just throws it out of bounds into the seats. 2nd and 10.
This is, you know, with Shamplin coming in, he does a nice job as we take a look at the Colts. Their secondary, nowhere to throw the football. But you got to wonder, if you're Gus Bradley, when do you test it and see if the young first-year running back knows his pass protection rules? You saw a great, well-timed blitz look from Gus Bradley that forced the fumble on Justin Fields earlier, but if they're in a 3rd and medium, I would expect Bradley to come after him.
Fields near side, throws a bullet to Pickens. Pickens able to squeeze it as he works against Jalen Jones. A little bit short of the line to gain, so it's going to be 3rd down for Pittsburgh.
Boy, how did he catch that ball? Jalen Jones was all over him. Just all over him. Do you trust Shamplin? Do you trust it? Do you trust giving him the rock? Ball security?
Is that a rhetorical question?
In a short yardage situation?
Najee Harris is back onto the field here, so good news for the Steelers. 3rd and 1 from the 4.
It's a long one. Watch the naked by Fields.
Harris elevating, and it looks like he's got it. Najee Harris going airborne. No signal yet.
I think he got past. I don't like the leap on a long 1 yard. I do not like that at all. Now you're a 245, 250-pound back. You got to keep that thing on the ground and grind it. I think they got lucky on that play.
Officials finally signaling 1st and goal, so Harris stays on the field. See what he's done now, 53 scrimmage yards so far. 1st and goal, Pittsburgh desperately needing a touchdown right here, down 14. Fields fakes, Fields escapes, back of the end zone, incomplete. Boy, very tight window to get it to Pickens, broken up. Sam Womack, who has been just sensational for the Colts, was there again.
Boy, hasn't he? That is an exceptional play. I expected Pittsburgh to go after. Look at how Womack, he comes off of his man, has awareness. Looks like Pickens just dropped it. Quite honestly, looks like he just dropped it.
And Womack got him just kind of the lower part of the helmet. So Indy fortunate that time. Pickens couldn't squeeze it. 2nd and goal.
Well, best thing they do is Fields. So if you're these linebackers, Franklin and Speed, keep your eye on Fields.
Fields again, the initial fake. Fields going to run for it. Taking on tacklers, and he bangs it in. Justin Fields trying to put his Steelers on his back. Hard hit from Jalen Jones. And it's back to a one-score game.
Here's what you cannot do in this situation. You can't go inside if you're Lewis. You just, excuse me, if you're Latu. You cannot go inside. You cannot give Justin Fields in the red zone an edge. A critical mistake. And Fields makes the play they needed.
For Latu, the young rookie archer, who made a couple of big plays the last 2 weeks. Doesn't take the proper route, and Fields just so lethal with his legs, able to cash in for the Pittsburgh Steelers. 2nd rushing touchdown of the day for Fields. 7-point game on CBS.
Today, let's paint with Behr, America's most trusted paint brand.
Wait, we don't have Behr.
Well, with Behr, you can paint a whole room for under $100. How much did you spend?
More?
I thought you said you researched this.
Don't overpay for your next project. Get Behr quality at an everyday low price. Only at the Home Depot.
I got my together. I got my together.
The whole class knows I got my together.
Just say it. You can get your shots together too. Your COVID-19 shot and your flu shot at the same visit as recommended by the CDC.
I got my shots together, dude.
Ask your healthcare provider about getting this season's COVID-19 shot when getting your flu shot if you're due for both.
Are you getting your together?
Panthers just got an interception and driving on the Bengals.
Question.
Still alive.
If you can't see what's behind all this, how do you already know? It's Jeep. Probably the same way you know if a T-Rex is chasing a Jeep Wrangler.
It's getting away.
Yep. Or if it takes you places that make you say, whoa! And their hair looks like this, or someone says,
the doors come off.
Then you just know what it was, what it is, and what it always will be.
Jets with another
because
field
when you're
goal,
an original, there's only one.
9-7.
Join us this Saturday and Sunday. Jersey Mike's is donating 20% of sales to the Breast Cancer Research Foundation.
It's a good day to start something new. To brush away gray in 5 easy minutes. To put yourself out there and always put your best face forward. Just for men, mustache, and beard.
I know it's not exactly what we had in mind.
It sucks, but it's still better than living with my mother. Still better.
Georgie and Andy's First Marriage, Thursday, October 17th, part of CBS Premiere Week on CBS.
There's your score, 7-point Indianapolis lead as Pittsburgh. Second time they're trying to fight their way back from a 14-point deficit. Justin Fields, since that fumble, has been back on his game the last 2 drives. Trying to bring the Steelers all the way back. 7-point game with 11:23 left in this 4th quarter. Anthony Richardson done for the day if you're just joining us. Indianapolis' young quarterback going down with a hip injury in the first half. And in his stead Adam Archuleta. Joe Flacco has been terrific for Shane Steichen's Colts.
Oh, dealing, especially when he's got to have it on the money downs. On that last drive, he was just absolutely perfect. And that's exactly, Spiro. There he goes, finds Ogletree for their last touchdown. That's what they're looking for, but Spiro, where did their running game go? Before halftime, or since halftime, they have not been able to get the running game on track. And if they want to close this game out, Jonathan Taylor has to have a big quarter.
Pitch play here to Taylor. He's got Nelson as his lead blocker. Peyton Wilson will be among the tacklers there. They did get aided by the Minkah Fitzpatrick penalty that was questionable.
Yes.
Gene weighing in didn't think that it should have been a flag against Pittsburgh's defense. That, of course, was huge. And how does Flacco and company now take advantage? 2nd and 8 as we hit the 11-minute mark left in this fourth quarter.
The Steelers have been in some, again, in the second half, they've been some really good down and distance situations, but they haven't been able to finish. And that really hasn't been part of their personality so far this season.
Taylor, top of your picture. Flacco, little sidearm delivery, and he's still slinging it. Josh Downs again. He had the touchdown earlier. They pick up 13 here. 1st and 10, Colts.
Yeah, you just can't let him get inside you on this slant. You got the other linebacker working to the other side of the field, Patrick Queen, but Peyton Wilson cannot let that slant get the inside position. Flacco sees it and picks up another 1st down on 2nd and long.
We'll go back to the ground game here with Taylor. Taylor, for the patience that he's got, just unreal. 9 out of 10 other backs are just going down there at the line of scrimmage. Something with Taylor, his vision and patience, just remarkable. Let's go to Aditi.
Spiro, if you remember, Jonathan Taylor last year spent the offseason rehabbing. He couldn't start the season and then he dealt with injury during the year. He was telling us this week that just having an entire offseason to stay on his regular schedule makes all the difference. And we're certainly seeing that in the way that he's run so far this season.
Yeah, the ankle just could never quite get himself right, but boy, he looks like the home run hitter, Arch, that he was during that magnificent 2021 season where he won the NFL rushing championship. And just crazy to see he's off to an even better start than he was after 3 games during that 21 season.
Yeah, he's just been incredible. And if you think about, you know, as a starter since 2023, he averages 92 yards per game. I think of his running style. I got 2 words for his running style, Spiro. Smooth jazz.
Yeah,
because
really.
it doesn't, there's not another back that makes it look so effortless.
Taylor trying to make a miss. Good pursuit that time by Elliott, getting him around the ankles. That was his first major surgery for Taylor last year. The ankle surgery, of course, the contract situation. Boy, you think that contract extension is aging nicely here with.
Yeah, he was really the first back in a long time to really get a big deal. You know, everybody talking about how the running back is devalued and all that stuff. And of course, you know, this year running games in the NFL are hot again. But he is a difference maker and deserves every penny.
So 3rd and 6, Taylor comes off here. That's Sermon getting reset at the bottom of your picture. Flacco, near side, gets it to his man. It's Downs. Boy, slipped the initial tackle. Just magnificent. It's a pickup of 11. And they move the sticks again.
Everything about this play is so good. The timing, the route, and then the finish and the setup. Change direction, get that hand on the ground, spin inside. Man.
Told you about Downs. With what he did, franchise rookie record for catches last year, 68. And what a day he is putting together here in week 4 against maybe the #1 defense in the NFL. Sermon trying to find the edge. That was the 4th straight 3rd down pass completion for Flacco. Sermon picks up minimal yardage to set up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, just impressive. And look at I mean, 6 of 7, 6 first downs for a 39-year-old quarterback is just incredible. But look, listen, both of these teams, both these quarterbacks, I love here how in the second half they have both responded and been able to rise to the occasion that their football team needs.
See Taylor maybe getting that ankle retaped. 2nd and 9, so it's Sermon's gig for the moment. Sermon taking on tacklers. Gets into the second level. Porter takes a hard hit, a little bit late to get to his feet. Remember Indianapolis last year, 9-8, they just narrowly missed the playoffs. Really the only significant move, the most significant move by Chris Ballard was to upgrade the backup quarterback position. And boy, how large does that loom as Joe Flacco getting his first snaps with his new team. Trying to get them their second win in as many weeks.
Steelers, think about this, Hero. We've already talked. Indianapolis is 8 of 13 against this defense on 3rd down.
Just amazing. Queen, part of the gang tackling against Sermon there.
And that is such an incredible number. And you think about how many of the 3rd downs, it hasn't been a lot of 3rd and 1 or 2 or 3. You know, they've been 3rd and long. You know, in key crucial situations. Hasn't just been Flacco, but it's been his receivers and his backs making plays after the catch.
So to get that right ankle retaped for Jonathan Taylor, potentially maybe a hit right here, kind of a twist to get that leg.
You see the toe gets
caught underneath him on the carpet here.
Yep, the toe gets caught in the turf.
So Matt Gay comes onto the field here to try to make this a 2-score game. How huge a kick this is. 6:06 left. Snapper is Luke Rhodes. Sanchez the holder.
And with this field goal,
Gay from 35.
27-17 Colts.
And it's a 10-point Colts lead. And coming up next, game 2 of our NFL on CBS doubleheader. We will send most of you out to Los Angeles. Patrick Mahomes will lead the undefeated Chiefs against the Chargers. The NFL on CBS and streaming on Paramount Plus. Crazy to think Justin Herbert's going to play despite aggravating that high ankle sprain. So far, it's been Mahomes getting the better of that quarterback matchup over the last couple of years. And we will be watching later today here on CBS. Mike Tomlin and Pittsburgh down 10. 2 timeouts. Of course, you got the 2-minute warning and 6:03 remaining, as they will have to work quickly with their offense and Justin Fields. Matt Gay puts it on the tee at the 35. And away we go. This one will sail through the end zone, and Fields and company will have it at the 30-yard line. March, 2 good drives that they've put together, both ending in Fields touchdown runs.
Yes.
What about the play calling here for Arthur Smith?
Well, you don't really have time. It can't be one of those Arthur Smith run to set up the pass. They're going to have to open things up. And this is where Justin Fields, any franchise quarterback, an obvious passing situation where you have to have it to win the football game, this is where he's going to have to come alive. And quite honestly, this is where at points in his career he has struggled in making the play.
Fields to the air, and that pass batted down at the line of scrimmage. Latu got his hand on the football. The rookie again making plays for the Colts.
See Pittsburgh trying to set up the screen to the left of Justin Field on 1st down. That's really just a good reaction, good athletic play by Latu to stick that hand out, knock down that pass.
Keep in mind the offensive changes that we've seen with this Pittsburgh offensive line. Mason McCormick, you've got a rookie at left guard, the rookie center. On a day that they lost James Daniels, their right guard, and this is Fields getting close to a 1st down. That'll set him up with a 3rd and short. As Nick Cross making the tackle, it's a run of 8 for Fields.
Yeah, and that's just Arthur Smith calling a play just to ensure that they're not going to be in a 3rd and long situation. Much better on 3rd and 2. So now you're in a situation where if you're Fields and you don't see it, now you have the green light to go and try to pick it up by using your legs. I would consider bringing at least one extra rusher on this down if I was Gus Bradley, and make sure there's not those wide running lanes for Fields to scramble.
4th down territory for Pittsburgh. 3rd and 2. Fields needs one here. Takes a shot. He's got Pickens. A majestic pass. Fields on target to Pickens. Incredible pass. A pickup of 37.
Oh, this is his specialty. Just one-on-one contested catches. One-on-one with Jalen Jones.
Pass right there.
You see a little jab there, a little bit of hand fighting, but Fields drops it perfectly for George Pickens.
Fields quick drop, delivers again. This time it's Van Jefferson. That's the first time he's been targeted today. And they got another 1st down.
Well, I'm telling you, Pittsburgh, they haven't done themselves any favors in this game with some of their mistakes. But here they are in the 4th quarter. They just keep coming back, and you got to hand it. Fields keeps making plays to keep them alive in this game.
Back to the ground game with Harris. Archie saw Tomlin pacing that sideline. They, of course, got the quarterback decision that they'll eventually have to make, with Russell Wilson very close to coming back from that calf injury, potentially ready this coming week. Can Justin Fields win these kinds of games on the road?
Yeah, so far, again, I love the way he's playing in this 2nd half. He had the fumble, but how he's been able to respond has been impressive.
Fields fires incomplete. Once again, looking in Pickens' direction. Good coverage there by Jones. Field goal here makes it a 1-score game. 2 timeouts, 3:45 as they ready for a 3rd and 5 coming up.
Yeah, and because they were able to get the chunk play, they've been able to get down here with some pretty good time left on the clock. So the worst thing that can happen here is they sack and let 40 seconds or so run off the clock. So he's either got to have it or he's got to throw it away, so at least they can kick a field goal without wasting more time.
Fields, near side, it's caught. Touchdown! Pat Fryermuth taking contact, and the Steelers inch a little bit closer.
That was a big touchdown. That was a big drive.
He took shots.
They looked real confident in that drive.
But I think that ball does cross the line before his knee or any part of his body touches the ground. But look at the shots that he takes. He catches that, Spiro. He catches that on almost the 4-yard line and is falling to the ground. How he finds a way to get into the end zone is just incredible.
And with that, the longest touchdown drought in the 4-year career of Pat Fryermuth is finally over. First touchdown in 12 games for the 4th-year tight end. And it couldn't have come at a better time for the Steelers. The point after makes it a 3-point game with 3:40 left in regulation.
Yep, and what I like here, there's no indecisiveness. Fields know exactly where he's going. He steps, he throws, and Fryermuth is able to do the rest. I got to say, again, after the fumble, how good has Fields been? He has been incredible. Improvising, extending plays, making throws. You've seen him score touchdowns in the red zone. I got to say, it's impressive. His defense, you know, the story all season has been, hey, he's got a great defense. It's been an elite defense. Well, today his defense has let him down a little bit. It's not because of the way he's played here in the 2nd half. Now, their defense has to go out there and get a stop.
And Arch, again, so much talk about some of his shortcomings, the way it went in Chicago, but there's just something about him. He just never gets rattled. That sack fumble that he took, such a poor decision on his part. But as you mentioned, since that point in the game, he just reloaded, and he has been nearly perfect. 3 straight touchdown drives orchestrated by Fields.
And you really, you really haven't seen it in this game. Even when they were down, and you say, okay, maybe I have to press and start make some plays, you haven't seen him be careless with the football and make any turnover type throws. To me, it's one thing to be kind of a game manager and take care of the ball, but to come back, it's been impressive.
Boswell's kick in the end zone. And the Colts are going to get it at the 30-yard line. A reminder to keep it here. The NFL Today update delivered by Little Caesars, time permitting, comes your way next. All the latest NFL scores and highlights as we go downstairs to Aditi.
Guys, I watched Jonathan Taylor come out here, get retaped, work on cutting, do some calf raises, but as of now, he is still questionable to return to this game.
Boy, potentially big news. Aditi all over it. There's Taylor listening intently on the sideline as he begins and throws his head back in frustration. Joe Flacco again on in relief of the injured Anthony Richardson. If you've just joined us, hip injury for Richardson. Sermon breaks the initial tackle to get them some positive yardage. Nice play by Sermon. Second year for him with the Colts. The other crazy part about what they've done offensively, they're playing with a rookie center. No Ryan Kelly, a scratch with the neck injury. They're all pro center. So Bortolini, who hadn't played a snap before today, just all part of the story for the Colts.
And their edge rushers, you know, I think Braden Smith had a great game last week, but you know, at times they have given him some help, and they're giving him some help this time with 2 tight ends over on Watt. But when he's been singled up with Watt, he is more than been able to hold his own.
Flacco feels the pocket money. Flacco buried. Nick Herbig, who had the 2 sacks last week, coming with some serious smoke. They lose 9.
Well, it starts inside first with the initial rush by Ogunjobi. And now Flacco, he can't step up in the pocket, and that allows Herbig to get around the edge, retrace his steps, and get Pittsburgh that sack and that play that defense needs. And now you got 2 minutes and 37 seconds. Right now, if you're Indianapolis, you really only have your only choice is to run the football so that Pittsburgh is forced to use their last timeout. But Pittsburgh and Fields is going to be in great shape before the 2-minute warning to try to get this ball back.
Tomlin takes his second timeout here, so 1 left, as Arts just alluded to. 2:52 left plus the 2-minute warning. Nick Herbig stepping into the huge void left by the absent Alex Highsmith, who's unavailable today with that groin injury. And as Mike Tomlin said, there isn't anyone in that locker room who isn't excited to see what this kid can do with more opportunities. 3rd and 16.
Yeah, you got to be conservative, and you've got to make Pittsburgh take their last time out.
Flacco to the air, taking a shot near side, and it's incomplete. Looking in the direction of A.D. Mitchell. Boy, Dante Jackson was in the vicinity, hovering.
See, I don't love that play call, Spiro. I know that you have been exceptional, just exceptional on 3rd down, but it's 3rd and 16. I think you got to make Pittsburgh take their last time out. That almost was intercepted. Could you imagine if that ball was intercepted? The risk reward for trying to pick that up, to me, isn't good enough, and you just essentially gave the Pittsburgh Steelers an extra timeout or 40 seconds left on the clock.
March, it's a great point. Maybe a potential decision by Steichen that will be second-guessed if this thing turns for Pittsburgh. Austin signaling for the over-the-shoulder fair catch as Pittsburgh's defense forces a second 3 and out, and boy, it couldn't come at a better time. But Justin Fields, again, since the turnover, has been lights out for Pittsburgh.
All you can ask from your guy is, when you have to make plays, can you go out there and make plays? He's made great decisions with the football. He hasn't tried to force anything and have the negative play, and he's done everything that they've asked. Run the football, score touchdowns. You need a big shot downfield to George Pickens. Drop that thing in the basket, and now's his chance right now on this drive to really make something happen for he and this football team.
Najee Harris, top of your picture. Fields going to run for it. Fields tucks it away, taking on tacklers. He's got a 1st down for the Steelers. It's a run of a dozen, finally brought down by Nick Cross.
Yeah, that's easy. You got the Colts linebackers playing deep, real deep, and so he says, look, I'm going to pick up our first down, get us started here, and I still now have another play to run before the 2-minute warning.
Little wobbly pass, gets it out to Jefferson. That'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Remember one thing that Mike Tomlin, Justin Fields touched on in our chat with them this week. They really felt like they wore the Chargers down towards that fourth quarter last week. As this thing continues to turn in their favor. But they need more points. They're down 3. Final 2 minutes in Indy on CBS.
There are 2 ways this story can go. One with a line, and one with United's backdrop shortcut. I know which one I prefer. The one with the United app.
The truth about DIY is you never really do it all by yourself.
Because this setup took 2 videos and a quick demo.
You can change your color here.
And all of this started here, detoured here, and ended
down here.
And this pizza wasn't delivery. This was.
I wonder if they do have it.
We do.
So whenever you start a project,
Don't worry.
You're not alone.
We can do this together.
So what are you working on?
People call me a character coach. I don't coach one specific sport or team because I'm passionate about helping young people to find their purpose and identity outside of the court. Working with Thrivent on my finances, I felt like I could give more of my time and talent to help kids in my community. It's allowed me to live what I consider a truly rich life.
A lot of good games going on today. Can the Steelers finish this one off, finish this drive off and pull it off, or will they go to OT? We're about to see what's happening.
Financial services to help you follow your heart.
Reminder to stay tuned for the NFL Today update delivered by Little Caesars. Time permitting, we'll get you to New York. All the latest NFL scores and highlights. What a wild comeback this has been by Pittsburgh. They were down 17-0 in the second quarter. They've outscored them 24-7 since. And Najee Harris has a first down run. So inside of 2 minutes, Steelers holding on to that last timeout. And if Pittsburgh gets on the plus side of the field, if you're Shane Steichen, do you start thinking about your timeouts potentially? Football is loose. Fields evading a catastrophe, but they lose a ton of yardage.
He wasn't even ready. He was looking to his right, didn't even see the snap, hit him right in the face mask. Did not even see it coming, and a just disaster for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
What just happened, man?
They lose 12, second and 22. Fields feels the heat, fires, batted down and incomplete.
I thought Jones got away with a hold there at the end.
Jalen Jones working against Pickens, 3rd and 22. Boy, the fumbled snap, just such a massive mistake by Pittsburgh. 67 seconds left. Fields protected, everyone covered, goes to the check, it's Harris. Harris staying in bounds to try to make a play. Didn't get out.
Oh, disaster.
Arch, you got to use the timeout here, don't you? 4th down.
I think you got to call your play, and you got to run it. You got to save your timeout if you're able to pick it up, so you have time to kick a field goal.
Here's the game for Pittsburgh. 4th and 10. Fields, can he get it out? He does, and it is incomplete. Julian Blackmon was there, and the Indianapolis defense holds up 3 with 29 seconds left. Boy, the 2 miscues. First, a fumble,
a disaster.
and then Harris not able to get out of bounds.
You see, he's looking to his right. There's not even in any way ready for that play. And then how you make this mistake, if you're Najee Harris and you don't get out of bounds, now you have to quickly line up and not use your timeout. In a second half, that was just brilliant for this offense. A complete disaster for Mike Tomlin and the Steelers.
Boy, Justin Fields was sensational getting them back nearly all the way back as Indy almost blows a 17-0 lead, but Shane Steichen and company hold, and they win it to get their 2nd straight win in as many weeks. 27-24 your final as we go to James Brown in New York for the NFL Today update delivered by Little Caesars.
We take you to the closing moments and seconds. That is Jacksonville at Houston. Let's join the announcers there. Andrew.
And he's trying to get there. He does not. The Jaguars push him back, and D'Amico Ryans calls a timeout. That's his final timeout.
I love the effort by C.J. Stroud, but you got to throw that one away.
If you're just joining us, 22 seconds left here in Houston. Neither team has a timeout remaining. The Texans have the ball. They're driving. They trail by 3. With Tiki Barber, Jason McCourty, A.J. Ross, and Gene Steratore, I'm Andrew Catalan. This is a Jacksonville team that's looking for its first win of the year. An 0-3 start against a Houston Texans team that has seen C.J. Stroud throw for 344 yards today. And now, without a timeout, the Texans have it at the 1-yard line. It's 2nd and goal.
It is 2nd down, so there's, in theory, a play and a half here, a play that you still have, but there's no timeouts left because of that last run.
A play fake. Stroud on the move. Touchdown! The former Jaguar, Dare Ogunbowale, and the Texans take the lead.
Ogunbowale in for Joe Mixon. Cam Akers not in the game. And this is just an excellent job of going with the play action. Jacksonville all in there anticipating the run. Gets to the outside and C.J. Stroud to his right. Pinpoint accuracy.
Extra point by Fairbairn is good. With 18 seconds left, and the Jaguars have no timeouts remaining. Ogunbowale spent the 2020 and 2021 seasons with the Jaguars, scoring twice.
Yeah, all that bunch forced the Jacksonville Jaguars defense to be in there tight. You usually do this opposite, meaning the fullback releases, you play fake to the running back, but in this case, they faked the dive to the fullback, and Ogunbowale easily slips into the flat. No defender there. We talked about all day, C.J. Stroud is so good, accuracy-wise, throwing on his right, puts it right